Hello, this is gonna be one of my first actual videos on YouTube, and for the first one, we're gonna make a tier list for Overwatch Season 9 for the start. But this is gonna be purely Metal Ranks edition, so which means I'm only gonna be covering the stuff all the way from Bronze, Silver, Gold, and maybe into a little bit of Plat. Some of my friends play in Plat, and I play with them, but as for me, I am certified BronzeLord in all three ranks, in all three divisions of tank, support, and DPS. It will accept support and tank. They are actually silver. My tank's actually close to gold, but it's probably because there's only 5 of us in there, so it doesn't really matter. We are off actually with the tanks, and I can't believe I didn't organize this thing at the start. So we're gonna start with Doom. To be honest, I've never seen a single Doomfist in comp for Season 9. So I can't really say anything about this. I've played quite a bit of games, but I'm gonna put Doom in I'm gonna put him in B. You know, just cause it is dive meta right now, and it's not too bad. Everything's not too bad. Diva's actually pretty good. I'm gonna put her in A. Diva's pretty nice. I played Diva a few times, only to play Counter Watch. But yeah, it is what it is. Hog. Hog is dog shit. I'm gonna be for real. Every time you heal, it feels like it does absolutely nothing. You hook them, it does nothing. Your pig pen does nothing. When I see an enemy team has a roadhog, they literally also do nothing. So it's like you're a cosmetic. I'm not gonna lie. If you play hog, I'm so sorry for you guys. I'm really sorry. Reinhardt. If you can't see it, there's a tier for him because, well, he's not that great. I'm not gonna be for real. Every time I see Ryan on the field, my friend is a certified Ryan main to the core. Alright, he will only play Ryan, and he gets deleted the moment he takes even a millimeter step of a step forward in the battlefield. So he's not there. He's gone. Alright. When the enemy team has a Ryan, I'm a Zenyatta main. I know, that's horrible. Everyone's gonna hate me right now. When I see a Ryan main, I just ignore them. I don't put Discord on them. I don't even shoot at them because I just know they're gonna be deleted. They're gone. They're cooked before anything else. So yeah, Orisa. This is probably one of the most popular tanks in the Mel ranks. I'm not gonna lie. But she's in C purely because every time I see an Orisa, I think it's because of the large hitbox, and now it's easier to hit shots. They are just gone. They're deleted from the game. I'm gonna be for real. They try to charge forward, they die. They die on impact. I could my friends could be playing any of these heroes, and they will just die. They die. All right. So yeah, Ball. Now, I haven't seen Ball at all in the Mel ranks. Well, I've seen him once, and I've played Ball just a little bit of Ball. I'm not good at Ball, but from the small amount of time I played Ball, I'm gonna put him in B as well. I know he's the best tank right now. Don't get me wrong, I know, alright? But it's because people have coordination and skill in the higher tiers to use Ball. You see, people in the metal ranks like me don't know what the fuck we're doing. We stand there and look at everything, and we miss everything with the pile drive, alright? But the problem with Ball, too, within metal ranks, is you have to have coordination to actually use Ball. You know, you have to have follow-up from your team, you have to have follow-up from the Tracer, you have to follow-up from the Sombra, you have to have follow-up from Lucio. We're actually going to get to those three in a moment, because those three are actually kind of goated. But you need follow-up from them. Alright, if you have follow-up from them, then play Ball. It doesn't matter if you're bad, honestly. Your whole point is tank right now is just to survive. You guys are being hunted like it's Dead by Daylight. I'm going to be for real. I felt that on take. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Alright, next up, my boy Sigma. I'm not gonna lie, he's an S tier for me. Sigma's an S tier. He has grass and shield, which makes him really good at surviving stuff, and rock is just so much fun when you actually get to hit it. So he's actually pretty good for me. Also, Flux is still pretty damn good, you know? Obviously everything got their health increase, so Flux still doing consistent half HP is really good still. So I think he's S tier, honestly. You know, it's not that hard to pick him up either. You know, I feel like you just really play around corner and you just play poke how it is. You know, the only time like it was not viable was when they're like running full rush and they just rush past your shield and just mollywop you because you know you have mobility of a snail on a treadmill going forward while he's trying to go backwards. So yeah, Zarya. Zarya is. I know Zarya is not supposed to be is not too good, but uh I'm not gonna, I'm kind of torn between B or C because so every time I play Zarya, I feel like it goes pretty well. The only problem is the amount of damage I get when the bubble comes down, I just get instantly destroyed. Like literally, my bubble went down one game. Just like a little millisecond later, the Genji threw 3 shurikens at me, dashed at me, and like 3/4 of my HP were gone. And then I just got rolled by little Winston Tesla cannon, which wasn't even doing that much damage to me. So you know, she is viable. I mean, like she kind of does counter Sigma, but she's just not tanky enough. She just can't live, and like her low mobility just makes it just sucks for her. Winston S tier. I played a little. I just barely picked up Winston, and he is probably my most win. Like I probably win the most with him. JQ. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen anything about her. Nothing. I've seen her once. And I played Orisa because I didn't want to make the fun, because I didn't want them to have fun. So I played Orisa, and we both just got deleted from the game. You know, we both became non-existent because you see, your whole role as Orisa is to make sure the other tank does not get to play the game. And I played Orisa against JQ, and we both didn't have fun. You know, so I'm gonna put JQ. Honestly, it like maybe around C. Maybe around C. Yeah, probably the same tier as Orisa, but not better than Orisa, because you just play Orisa, you just javelin the fuck out of her, and you just make sure she does not move forward. That's it. Ramatra. I have not played Ramatra at all. I've played against Ramatras, and they kind of rolled me. Alright. I'm gonna honestly put him at the B tier. I think he's pretty good. I haven't played him yet. I have to play more games with him, so my ranking might be wrong. But every time I see Ramatra on the field, even if I go like Orisa, or I go Winton, or I go Sigma, or I go like any other tank, I genuinely just can't do much. I can't do a lot. And it's probably because he has damage reduction in his block form that's actually keeping him alive. So I'm gonna honestly put him at B tier. Actually, I'm gonna put Ball at A tier. He's actually pretty good. Ball's actually pretty nice, mostly because the movement allows me to like live for long enough and stall for a little bit. Oh, Mauga, certified D tier. I have not seen a single Mauga. I've seen one Mauga in my comp games. The moment they walk forward, they get deleted. Their lifesteal is it's nothing now. It's nothing. You know, every time I see them using the lifesteal passive that they got, it actually gives them like a negative healing and they just die. Every time they pop it, they die. So, yeah, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a common trend between the D tiers. Up next, we have the DPS. Soldier. Very good. Soldier's very good. Oh, wait, I completely forgot. Hold up. I forgot the #1 tank this season. Zenyatta. Alright? Listen. As a Zenyatta main, I've never felt more powerful in this season. I pick Zenyatta and I become unkillable. I have my kick that does a lot of fucking damage. I have Discord and I have 275 HP, which I am going to admit, that is OD, okay? 275 HP for Zenyatta as the supposedly gas class cannon role, even though now he's a certified fortress with like with a great wall of China in front of him. Like 275 is OD. This is too much. Bring him back down, and honestly, the kick, I feel like it was a little bit too much because you're kind of taking him away from his glass cannon identity. Alright, and we'll get to some other characters about their identity and stuff later. Because I'm just talking about Zenyatta right now because I've been a Zenyatta main since Overwatch 1, alright? I love him, but he's too strong. He's too strong. Dial him back. This is not it right now. So, now on to the DPS, now that we're finished with tank. Soldier. He's actually really good. You know, he does consistent damage. You're able to, you just hit the targets and you could probably miss a bunch of your shots, but if you hit the tank, we'll kill the tank first, because let's be honest, tank just dies on impact. And honestly, in the Mel ranks, a lot of people just play Orisa, or they just play like the rock paper scissors trio, which is Winton, Diva, and Zarya, and I just put Discord and we just fuck them up. That's it. I'm gonna be for real. So he's actually pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And Visor's still pretty good, especially if they're running a Far Mercy. Although, why would you run a Far Mercy right now? Because Mercy's really horrible right now. From every time I've seen Mercy, unless they're like a god tier player and they're smurfing, alright? But Soldier's really good. Next up, Tracer. Now, I know, hold on, I know Dive is popular. I know for a fact Dive is in fact popular. But, I'm gonna bring this character over too. A Tracer is only good. There's only two ways to have a good Tracer. One, you have a duo, and he's just really good. He's really good at FPF games, and so you get Tracer. So that would make him immediately S tier, as Tracer should be right now. Or number two, you have follow-up. You play ball, you get the follow-up from Tracer, and you guys absolutely roll. Alright? So if you don't have a good Tracer, like a good Tracer that can shoot, and if you don't have and let's say you do the ladder and you have follow-up from ball when he pile drives, Tracer's not really. The Tracer's bad. I'm gonna be for real, because I've 1v1 Tracer as Zenyatta and I've won consecutive times. So this is for metal ranks, by the way. All right. So I'm gonna put him in A. All right. I know they're S. I know. Relax. But you either have to have a really good Tracer that knows what they're doing, like hitting their shots, or you just have to make sure they follow up with ball. Like, I've played Tracer before, and I've hit my shots, and I hit my shots. I hit all my shots. Alright? I've hit all my shots on Tracer, but if I didn't, then I would switch off Tracer, because she's just, in metal ranks, a lot of people them can't aim, so you just don't play Tracer. Sombra! Same thing. Same thing as Tracer. Same thing. Exactly the same thing. Except with Sombra, since now that DPS passive kicked in, guess what? Instead of targeting the squishies like all the DPS, you actually can target the supports now. We can hunt the supports now as Sombra mains. I am a Sombra main on DPS. We can hunt them, and they actually can't do anything because they can't aim. Ana, they'll miss their sleep dart, I bet you. The only one you probably will lose against is, I'm gonna be for real, Moira or Brig, but that's because Brig's always been broken, and Moira is Moira. Bap, killable. Mercy, oh my god, so killable. Lucio's probably gonna be the hardest one besides Moira and Brig. Lifeweaver, dead. Kiriko, dead. Yari, dead. Oh, don't even talk about Yari, actually, oh my god. So yeah, just play, if you have like a Sombra Tracer on your team and they're coordinated, oh my god, you guys are a fucking roll. Trust me. It's not even close. Like, these two together, everything's dead. You can't do anything. Widow. Widow is only good if you hit your shots. Okay. Widow is literally only good if you hit your shots. If you do not hit your shots on Widow, she is immediately D tier. Alright? And now that it's easier to hit headshots, I played Widow once, and I got like 20 kills that game. We rolled immediately. Alright? It's so easy to hit your shots now on Widow. So I'm honestly gonna put her in A tier. It's not that hard to hit their shots. Even if you have really bad aim, you know, you just aim. You don't even need to aim at their head. You just need aim at like near them, and you know, like a bunch chunk of their damage their damage, a huge chunk of their HP is just go down, and then you have someone with dive on your team, like a DPS with dive, and they just roll them. You know, you shoot them in the body, they get like half, and then you have one of your dive characters just kill them. That's it. That's all it is. Reaper, holy crap, holy crap. He is S. Reaper is S. All right. The fact that he has shotguns. You see, we don't have to worry about most of these guys because obviously Mel ranks can't aim. But this guy right here, he has a shotgun, and he just W keys. The only time I've actually been killed as Zen when I get dove on is by a fucking Reaper. And you know why? Because they TP to a corner near me that I can see the TP too, so I aim for their head. But the thing is, it don't fucking matter because they W key at me and just press the shotgun buttons. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Reaper is just that strong right now, especially middle ranks. Genji, if they're good, actually, even if they're good or bad, if the Genji's good or bad, they are still pretty strong. So I'm gonna put them in A tier. You're seeing a very common trend with DPS right now. I don't know if you know this, but it's kind of their season. Hanzo. You know, you don't even need to hit your shots like Widow. You just spam. You just spam the storm arrows. You spam storm arrows. You put the sonic arrow when you don't have storm arrows anymore, and then you just try to lead your shots. That's it. You just lead your shots, and that's it. That's all he is. And if you need to, you can lunge away and just climb up a wall to escape. He is really darn good. Alright, I played Hanzo. Alright, granted I didn't get a lot of kills, but my damage was up there. I know damage doesn't really matter in Overwatch, alright? Trust me, I have a brain cell. I know how to use it. I have a singular brain cell. It works. But all I do, really, in Hanzo, is I spam a common choke point, and when I don't, I put out my sonic arrow, and then I just try to lead my shots, and then I just rinse and repeat. That's it. And then if I have Dragon Strike, well, you know what to do. It's not that hard to use Hanzo, especially in the Mel ranks. It's really not that hard. Cassidy. Since it is dive meta, he actually is really good because he takes out, because he can like hit, because this is probably the only time Hinder is ever going to be useful. Hinder the Winton, hinder the Diva, hinder the Tracer, hinder the Sobra. Just hinder any dive character, hinder the ball, and we just roll the ball. That's it. That's all you do for Cassidy. Now, are there better picks? Yes, that's why these guys are up here. Honestly, wait, let me just, oh wait. Let me change it up a bit. Okay, so tank one, I think Diva's better, alright? Winton. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have a Winton on your team and someone goes Reaper on the enemy team, it doesn't matter if they're bad, you get rolled. You get fucking rolled. Just switch off a Winton. Trust me. Every time I see a Reaper on the enemy team, I die on impact. It's not even funny. Actually, Reaper just kind of like fucks up the whole tank roster. I'm not gonna lie. That's why he's an S tier, because now that he has bigger shotguns, he just does a fuck ton of damage to all of them, and the lifesteal is just insane. Especially Reinhardt. Oh my god, he just walks through the shield and just goes ding, 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 ding. It's actually insane. Alright, I'm gonna put this guy here. These guys, Hans is a little bit better. McCree. I mean Cassidy. Sorry, my bad. You know. I'm gonna keep him there. I don't think he's better than Hanzo. I think Hanzo is better. So I'm gonna put him there. Bastion. Yeah. I do think he's better than these two, but all you do on Bastion is you turret for him, you aim at the Zen, you aim at the other support, turret's off. Oh, guess what? Both supports are killed. Just shoot at the DPS now. But if you have a Zenyatta and they discord the tank, well, guess what? Just shred their tank. Because even if the Zen pops their ult, their tank's gonna die. That's right. Bastion does more damage than an ulting Zenyatta. And you don't even need to discord the target. An undiscorded target just will still shred through the tank. Like, that's how strong Bastion is. Alright? That's how strong the DPS passive is. I probably worded that wrong, but don't forget about that. Now, Torbjorn. I'm not gonna lie, I think he's kind of B. No? Just because dive is so popular, you know, you could place your turret down and yeah, you get some consistent damage from that, but all you need to do is just shoot the turret. All you need to do is shoot the turret! So, yeah, all you do is shoot the turret and you just fight Torb, but he's still pretty strong. Torb is still pretty strong, don't get me wrong. When he pops in that overclock and starts hammering you down, bro go kinda hard. But that's why I'm gonna place him at B, just because I think there's better picks, like Bastion, Hanzo, Genji, oddly enough. I know it's weird. Soldier. So yeah, Junkrat. There is actually zero reason to play this character. Out of all the DPS characters, Junkrat's the biggest loser. Alright? He is by far the biggest loser. You can't do your one-shot combo with the trap and the mine. You can't do that no more. You can't just die. Oh, now trap and mine. What am I talking about? You can't do your one-shot combo of mine and then like right and left click. That's it. That's gone. And the only time he's useful is when you trap him. But guess what? Half the time when I see a Junkrat trap actually work is when we already took in control of the point, and I'm just a silly little tank. I don't look at my feet, and I hit the trap, but there's no follow-up because we already rolled our whole team. He is by far the biggest loser of the tank roster. Pharah. She's also pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even against an oppressive Pharah player who's like really good at Pharah, just play Soldier. Just play Soldier. That's it. Just play Soldier. Play Bastion, play Soldier. Play Sojourn. You win. She's nothing. She's actually nothing. Like, the rework is nice and all, but I don't think it did much, because she's on the field, we look at her, we shoot her, she gets low to HP, she runs back, she comes out, we shoot her again, she keeps running back, she literally does nothing. She is like more of an annoyance than anything. So yeah, I feel like she belongs in the C tier. Symmetra. I'm gonna put her at B. And listen to my reasoning. It's only because she's good on certain maps. Alright? You get, like, Lijiang Tower. You get King's Row. Alright? But King's Row is kind of good anyways. You get Lijiang Tower. You get King's Row. You get probably, like, any control point. Sim's good. Other than that, don't play Sim. Just don't play Sim. Her turrets will not do anything. Her left click will probably fade away before you get a max charge. Her right click is kind of okay, alright? But there's way better picks than Sim you could choose. If you want to take down a Genji, just pick Mei. Don't pick Sim, just pick Mei. Because Mei is just, you know, Mei just makes everyone have a horrendous time. Ashe. I'm not gonna lie. They're in the A tier. Dynamite is so good. You throw Dynamite, you hit it once, your ult charge goes up super high, and you can put the DPS passive on all of them, and Bob gives them the DPS passive. Ashe is so good, it's actually insane. Like, if you're a skilled Ashe player, you're probably going to roll a lobby, I'm not going to lie. I might actually bump her up to Ashe because of that. I might actually. But, honestly, I'm just going to keep her there. Because Bob is actually so clutch. Mei. I'm going to put her at B. I'm going to put her above Sim, though. Put her above Sim. Because Mei is basically just Sim, but annoying. What do? You just spam your little freeze gun. You know? You blow bubbles. You just blow bubbles at the enemy team. Everyone's slowed. No, they all can't run away. The other DPS comes in, fucks them up. If you have a Zenyatta, discord them, and they just die. They die. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they play. It doesn't matter if they play Ram and just block. Doesn't matter if they play Ball, because Ball against May, let's be honest here, that's not going to go well. Doesn't matter if they play Zarya, you're going to get fucked. Doesn't matter if they play Orisa, you're going to get fucked. Doesn't matter if they play Roadhog and he'll try to heal through it, they're going to get fucked. Mauga, they're going to get fucked. Don't even talk about this guy, Sigma, they're going to get fucked. Alright? It's just so easy to play Mei, it's actually insane. And you can tank as Mei. Because the health buff is actually so huge that you just W key. That's it. Alright. The next DPS, Sojourn. Easy S. Easy S. Having a Sojourn just exist on your team is actually so clutch. Like, you could be really bad at aiming with Sojourn, but she still will be really fucking good. Alright? That's how strong she is. Alright? If they have a shield on their team, it just gets deleted. Gone. Alright? If they have a Zarya on their team, their head box is so huge that it's actually impossible for you to miss. Same thing with Orisa, just right click on their head. Same thing with Ramattra, right click on their head. They will die on impact. The only one that she'll possibly have a trouble against is either a Ball, if they're good and he just keep running away, or if it's like maybe like Sigma, but you just farm off a shield and you right click him in the head. That's it. That's really it. Oh, D.Va. D.Va's probably be the hardest one. But let's be honest here. If you're running Sojourn, your teammate's probably gonna be running like something else, and we're just gonna shred the D.Va. All right. We are hunting the tanks this season, guys. That's all this is. Echo. Echo. I played Echo. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like she's an A tier. You know. She has little dink dinks. Her sticky grenades do hella damage. All right, it's not that hard to land them. All right, and her beam is just as good as always. You know, as long as you know how to play Echo, which is basically using your abilities together. All right, that's how you play Echo, by the way. You use all of your abilities together. All right, because by themselves they're kind of meh. But you flank, throw some stickies, dink them in the head, and then if they're less than half, you beam. That's it. And they will fall over, especially now since they can't out heal your damage. So yeah. And for our last and final DPS, we have Lucio. These two are such a strong combo, it's actually insane. What my friend and I do, because when we both are support, well, all that happens is I play Zenyatta, he plays Lucio. You know what happens? I discord target, and he does not care how many enemies in front of him. He wall rides past all 5 enemies and just dives the single target that I discorded. That is how strong Discord is, and that is how strong Lucio is. I almost like if it was a 3v5, all right. Let's say our third character is like a Tracer, all right. Let's say our third one's like fucking Junkrat, all right. It doesn't matter. Because I will just discord their backline. He dives them. After he kills one of them, I discord the other one. He kills the other one. And, you know, they can't hit their shots, so they can't hit the wall riding Lucio. And he's just amp speeding through them. You know? And don't even get me started on their tank, because their tank just dies even worse. You know? We don't even have the DPS passive applied onto them. And we'll just roll. That's how strong they are. Mercy. Let's be real. I'm probably gonna be attacked by Mercy Mafia, but let's be real. Mercy is not strong this season. Mercy is not even good. As soon as the DPS passive comes into play, Mercy's healing is non-existent. Unless you're only heal botting, you will not get healed by Mercy. It is literally only good to have only blue beam on. Because the whole point of this season is kill or get killed. That's it. And Mercy just kind of sucks at that, alright? She just really sucks at that. Because, you know, if you have a soldier on the team, they just visor you when you Valk and you die. It doesn't matter. If they have a Sojourner on their team, you know, they could just pepper spray you. You'll get low, and trust me, their dive character will just come at you, and you will die on impact. Heck, I can hit my shots as Zenyatta on the Mercy. So, yeah, they're just, eh. Now, Ana. Oh, have the mighty have fallen. I'm going to be so for real. You play Ana now for only one thing, and that's anti. And I'm not gonna lie, it's okay. It's okay. Because the real problem with playing Ana in the male ranks is A, you can't hit your shots already, and B, the DPS passive is so oppressive that it doesn't really matter if you anti-grenaded them or not, because they're already receiving reduced healing, and so them receiving no healing at all is kind of just the same thing. It's just like the same thing, alright? So actually, you know, I'm bumping her down to C tier. I'm sorry, Ana. I love you. I'm like kind of also, I also play Ana, so yeah, it kind of hurts my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it kind of just sucks for Ana right now. You know, one of her best things in her kit just got kind of deleted from existence because the DPS passive is just too good. That's it. So there's like really no reason to play Ana. Moira. Moira's an S. Hold on, no. Moira's an A. Alright. She has aimbot. You just suck. You just aim your mouse at people and suck. And you will do really good. You will do really good. That's it. That's all you do as Moira. You throw a damage orb in. You just suck. You know, maybe you'll heal people, but now is the time for GPS Moira to come in. The only reason she is not S tier right now is because because you can still 1v1 a Moira, and you'll probably beat them for sure, even if they have fade. As long as your teammate calls out no fade, everyone targets Moira, and she dies on impact. I'm gonna be for real. She will die. As long as you say no fade Moira, everyone will look at the Moira, and they will die. That's just it. I just realized I put Lucio in the Zen tier. Zen's in his own tier, just be clear. Zen is in his own tier. Discord's that oppressive. Now, Brigitte. S tier. S tier. Brig Zen is coming back. And Brig Zen, even in male ranks, will be strong. You know why? Because now, let's just say the enemy team is now running dive. It doesn't matter. Because Brig just existing on the field deletes dive. Deletes dive. You don't need aim. You literally just spam your left click. If anyone gets close, shift, put your shield up, bash forward, hit them a couple times, they run away. And then if you get like a healing orb, a harmony orb on yourself from Zen, like you guys are just gonna roll the lobby. That's it, for real. That's all I do. Like I have zero game on Brig. I never played Brig at all. I picked her up once. I picked her once. That was because we're getting dove on a bunch. Their enemy team just became non-existent to me. I was like just W keying and left shift and left clicking. That the enemy team literally did nothing. That's how strong Brig is. Still. BAP. Let's say BAP's a B. This might be a hot take, but I think BAP's a B. Granted, this whole list is a hot take. But BAP, you play him for one thing. Immort. That's it. Once his Immort's gone, he's not good. He's really not good. Alright? It doesn't matter how many healing grenades you pump out. It doesn't matter if you use a regenerative burst. He's not going to heal through everything that's happening. Especially with the DPS passive and Discord. He's just not good anymore. He's not good as he used to. Like, after you use Immort, you basically just forget about healing and just specifically DPS. That is how you play BAP now. That is purely how you play BAP now. That or you just jump and try to survive. Kiri. Actually, no. Kiri's a B. Here's a why. Her kunai hitbox still busted. She still does really good damage, especially if she lands her headshots. TP, still same thing as always. Zuzu, fucking hate it. But in metal ranks, like, I've played with Zen Kiri. We rolled, but the only reason we were rolling is because I would just keep applying Discord and my Sojourn would go at them. That's really all. Like, I really thought we only had Kira in our team just to heal. I looked back at like the numbers in the game. She didn't even do like 500 damage, and she had like freaking 10,000 healing. All right, like you use her for two things. That's probably you use her for two things in this thing: Zuzu to keep you alive for probably a second longer, and Kitsune Rush. And then as Zenyatta, you go into Kitsune Rush and you become a machine gun. You become a machine gun firing cannonballs, and you guys will win. That is why you play Kiri. But like that's really it. You know, it takes away DPS debuff for like what, a second, and then immediately gets reapplied. So it's just not that good right now. That's it. Actually, I'm gonna put her in B because she does have like really good survivability. I mean A. I'm gonna put her in A. Life Weaver. Yeesh. Yeesh. Life Weaver. See. He's in C. We don't need healing this season. Healing's gone. Let's be real. Healing is gone. Everything I've talked about is specifically because healing it just became non-existent. The whole point of this season is kill or get killed. That's it. So Life Weaver is really bad right now. Not as bad as Mercy, but he's bad because you still have grip. If your tank's low, pull them away. Pop a tree right in front of them as soon as you grip them away, so they can at least live for a little bit longer. And that's it. You have Petal to get high ground, which is huge, but that's as the heal block character of Overwatch. He's bad. That's it. Now, if we're talking about bad characters, Iari. Iari's bad. Iari's even worse than Mercy. I would probably say she's even worse than Mercy. Iari is by far the worst support in Season 9. By far. By far. Alright? Yes, her thing got increased, but your beam is so worthless. Your pylon is actually going negative. And Sunstruck, yeah, it's good and all, but that won't really matter if your entire team's dead. I'm not gonna lie. I've played against EREs in comp, and you know what happens? I played against one ERE in comp. That's how non-existent she is, by the way. You know what happens to her when she's on the field? As soon as we see ERE, we just ignore her. Because we know her healing is doing fuck all. I saw an ERE trying to beam one of their squishies because they got critical. Their HP did not even go up. It just kept going down. And they died. In fact, the healing numbers are so abysmal. The healing is so abysmal that literally we didn't find the healing pylon until we took the point. We didn't destroy the pylon until we took point. That's how non-existent ERE is. She is just really bad right now, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Do not play ERE. But yeah, if you're in the Mel ranks like me and you're playing in bronze, silver, or gold, honestly, your best picks are until you know the meta and until you have a real team to play the meta with. Really, all you play is Zenyatta, Lucio, Sojourn, Reaper, and then either Sigma or Winston, and you guys will climb. Alright. But as soon as you get higher than that, like Plat and up, then you switch to Zen, Lucio, Tracer, Sombra, and Ball. But other than that, that's kind of like the team setup. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, this is only from my view as a fucking metal rank player in Overwatch. Alright, I know my takes are gonna be really iffy and probably really bad, but this is all I've seen in Overwatch and my experience. So please don't attack me for it. And I hope you guys have a really good night. Bye!